So I was having this conversation with someone. His name's Danny Dowsing, right? He's a bit of a fucking oodie, right? And well, he'd shot me with his air pistol, his BB gun, in a workshop. And well, I didn't like that, so I told my boss. My boss didn't fucking want to do nothing because she'd got a BB gun as well, and then she shot me with that a couple of days after I'd told her boss that I got shot in the workshop with a BB gun. Which, you know, you don't want to be shot in a workshop with a BB gun, do you? But obviously, you know, a bit of banter, it's alright. So anyway, then we're going to have these team meetings to try and build morale inside the workshop, because obviously they wanted to have banter and BB guns, which were illegal, and the bosses didn't realise that that's what the banter was. And they didn't believe me anyway. The bosses didn't believe me that I'd been shot with a BB gun, but I'd been shot with a BB gun, and you know, there's two lads there with BB guns in the workshop. So anyway, and by the way, the boss has got a hand grenade behind the counter. She always carries a hand grenade around with her. I don't know if it's loaded or not. I know she's got it's a real hand grenade. It's a metal, proper, real hand grenade. And you look up underneath it, it hasn't got a fuse in it. So whether it's loaded or not, I don't know. But it hasn't got a fuse in it. So someone's gave her a hand grenade and took the fuse out. It could be emptied. All you have to do is heat it up, and the stuff comes out. But she's got a hand grenade, and she keeps BB guns. So anyway, let's have these team meetings, and in this team meeting, they were calling me a snitch, snitch, and the boss was just allowing this to go on. Wasn't saying anything, but I wasn't cobbling them down from saying it. She just carried on letting them say snitch to me, like, yeah. Well, I don't want to be shot with a BB gun, mate. That's why I fucking said something. You fucking retards. So anyway, then the snitch wasn't working because I was having my banter back. I can't remember what I was calling him. Oh, I called him something. It wasn't very nice. It was just as bad as taking abuse from fucking twats in a useless fucking meeting, organised by a fucking useless upper management, an area manager who quite clearly hasn't got a fucking clue what he's doing. So anyway, then the other one started fucking, this Danny started going paranoid, paranoid, paranoid at me, and I have a little chuckle to myself every now and again. So when you see me having a little laugh every now and again, it's because I've just seen some fucking retard do something retarded, and then I see this fucking face going paranoid, paranoid, paranoid in my face like that in a supposed team meeting. This was, and like, it wasn't an hallucination. This really actually happened. So anyway, they didn't like this, and then a couple of days later, I was repairing this engine, and I'd just got it back together nicely, the way it should be, like, yeah. And the timing was slightly out, and I was just setting the timing up on it, the valve timing up on it, because the boss wouldn't hire out the proper valve timing kit which I'd asked for, like, yeah, so I had to do it manually to set the timing up for the bloke. And well, I'd said to the boss, well, you could bring the bloke up and tell him to take it down to Alfa Romeo and get the timing set up then, because it's really hard, because it's one of these twin spark engines which you're supposed to have some cam locks on, and I didn't take the engine to bits. I was just given the task to put the engine back together again with no timing marks, which I did, and it was really good. But I knew the exhaust cam timing was slightly out, and I'd just done the inlet timing by ear. I'd done the inlet timing by ear. You could actually, if you rev it up like you can hear the restriction, like, and I just kept on moving the timing, putting little marks on it, and you could hear the restriction go. I thought, yeah, I'll leave that one there, that's close enough. And then I started pissing around with the exhaust cam, and one of the lads in the workshop was getting really pissed off. Well, the company hadn't got no exhaust extractors, which is highly illegal. You're not allowed to have a workshop without exhaust extractors in. So anyway, I was revving the car up in the workshop, and the exhaust timing was slightly out, so it was obviously, you know, it wasn't quite right, so it was kicking a little bit of crap out. And this lad was getting pissed off with smelling the smoke. I'm a garage mechanic, I love smelling petrol. I mean, I don't know about you, unburned hydrocarbons is in heaven, like, you know what I mean? I'm a garage mechanic, I love it, it's fucking brilliant. And then revving engine, I'm revving the fucking engine even better. Yeah, not quite right, stopping it, tweaking the time a little bit, because I haven't got the proper gauges. So anyway, this lad lost it. His name's Barry Fat Fuck Tanner. He's a right fat fuck, bald-headed twat who thinks he's fucking hard done by because his missus is a cripple. Whereas the kind of suicidal twat that goes out on a motorbike and just fucking loses control on purpose and kills other people along with him. A bit of a fucking twat. Anyway, he lost his fucking rag and started running across the workshop. So I'm underneath the bonnet of this fucking car, yeah, and I took the bonnet stay out, put the bonnet stay down, and I'm just waiting. He didn't see me take his bonnet stay out. I'm just waiting for him to come round the corner at me, like, yeah, with whatever metal bar he got in his fucking hand, running towards me. Threatening behaviour, like, yeah. And of course at this time, Danny Dowsing, who's going paranoid, paranoid at the team meeting at me, like, yeah, he isn't doing nothing to stop this, like, yeah. And Caroline's just sniggering. Caroline's the fucking boss, just sniggering in the fucking office. You can see it, the fucking little fucking goggle glasses with her little fucking teeth hanging out because she's a fucking ugly bitch. Anyway, she's in the fucking office, I can see her fucking sniggering. Like a fucking childish Catholic stupid bitch. Anyway, as Baz is coming up towards come up the workshop towards me, I've took the bonnet stay off of this, like, yeah, and I know he's only got one entrance in, like, yeah, and he's going to try and lunge at me, and I'm pretending to be doing stuff to the engine, like, yeah. At which point I'm going to step backwards and pull the bonnet down on his head, yeah, and then I've got, on my toolbox behind me, I've got tools, and since he's threatening me, like, yeah, well, I've lost control at this fucking point, I'm just going to smash his fucking head in. But luckily, for me, out of fucking nowhere, two people ran in off the streets and stopped him. Danny Dowsing didn't stop him, Caroline didn't stop him, but two people ran in off the streets to stop him. Now I don't know how they knew he was running towards me to beat me up with this fucking red big iron bar, but they did, they just ran in the workshop. How fucking crazy is that? You fucking mad, paranoid, psychotic, stupid fucking bunch of freaks. Real story, true story, not a fucking joke. So these kind of things happen all the time to me, and this is what it's like in UK life, and it's classed as banter in the workplace until they get caught, or until, like, a lad that I knew in Loughborough that was working in a overall wash repair centre. So it's a place that you take your overalls off and you send it to, like, Sunlight Soap, and they repair your overalls and wash them. Well, they have big washing machines, and they're big enough for you to climb inside. And, like, well, the joke in there, the banter in their place was, lock the lad inside the washing machine because it's quite funny. Get him to go in there and get something out, pretend that there's a glass hammer in there, something like that, he's got to go and get out. And then when he's in there, shut the door and leave him in there for 20 minutes. Well, something happened. A boss came in or something like that, and they couldn't get the bloke out of the washing machine without saying that they trapped him in there. And obviously at that point then they'd get the sack. And they didn't want to get the sack. So what they did, they just kept quiet about it. Walked out, and hopefully they were going to get back in again afterwards to try and get the lad out of the washing machine. But it was too late. By that time the washing machine had been turned on. And by the time the washing machine had gone round 3 or 4 fucking times, and the water had been gushing in, the lad was dead. And that's UK banter. And that happens all the time in the UK. That's what's happening in the UK all the time right now. And that's why UK economy is just going down and down and down, because you can't just do stuff like that, but that's what they're doing. And that's why Rover went bankrupt, and, you know, companies like that are just going bankrupt for no reason whatsoever, because of banter. That's why the French are having to come in to build our new nuclear reactors, because we just can't trust UK banter boys, or batty boys, whatever you want to call it, to do it no more. They just can't do it. There's just too much technology for them to handle now. And unfortunately, the Germans are coming in, like Siemens, and, well, look at all your traffic lights, look at all your railways and everything. Now they're all being run by Germans. You've just lost all the contracts in Derby. Derby's going to go down. You're lucky that Rolls-Royce is still going. I wouldn't be surprised if Rolls-Royce go bankrupt soon, because of your batty boy banter. You've got to stop it, otherwise the whole country will go bankrupt. And let's face it, China, Russia, you know, Brazil, all those countries that we hate in this country, well, you hate, I don't hate any country, yeah, I don't hate anybody. All those countries that you hate and you've wound up, they're all going to be laughing at you. Well, they are all laughing at you. Even the Germans can't help you out. They brought you in like a Bosch factory, and they're bringing all those Germans are trying to help you out, but nobody can help you. You're just mad, crazy English fools, a lot of you. It's amazing, isn't it? It's duh. oh, that'll do, oh, that'll do, oh, look what he just did, oh, oh. You're mad, you lot are. I'm sane, completely sane. You lot are the paranoid mad idiot, smuggling butt-fuck twats. Face it, you lot are fucked.